Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Creative Witchy Mama. Welcome to those that are returning here. Thank you so much for coming back and checking out some more content. For those that are new, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this video and you stick around and hit the subscribe and you want to come back and like some more and watch some more. Sorry. I hope you like it too. Like, share, comment. I do love all your comments and I try to come back to you as quickly as I can. Look, today I want to talk about hormones. And I guess the bit of a journey that I find myself on, like this roller coaster almost. Um, since being pregnant, having a baby, and then afterwards, my little boy now is just over 10 months old. But let's kind of start back from the beginning. So, through my pregnancy, I had a wonderful pregnancy, and there is a video that I did on this. I'll pop the link below. But it was so glorious. I had a great time. I felt amazing. I was glowing. I was getting told left, right, and center that I was glowing and that it really suited me. And I honestly, I felt very sexy and empowered, and it was really, really nice. And so I didn't really feel like this big shift in my hormones, although I guess they did in a way, because I felt powerful. I felt like sexy and, really good in my body. So they kind of had this big high. And then when I had Harrison, my hormones just went all over the place, like crazy. And I don't know if it was just because, when you become a new mum, he was my first child. So, um, I'm crying one minute, I'm laughing the next, I'm down in the dumps, I'm on a high. Like it literally felt like this those first few weeks. But even now, um, I will have, great days. And then I think sometimes the lack of sleep kicks in. And then, I might be coming on a period. And for those that have had children, that are breastfeeding, a lot of breastfeeding mamas do not have their period return. I did, which was quite unusual for me because I had very irregular cycle before having Harrison. So to have that come back was kind of a little bit strange for me, and it has kind of regulated again. But what happens is now, like, the hormones really kick in, and like about a week leading up to my cycle, I go through this major, like, up down, up down, up down. My sleep gets very interrupted, and then obviously I co-sleep with Harrison as well. I'm still breastfeeding, but the hormones literally inside me completely change. I think they also change the taste of my milk. Harrison kind of turns away at it a little bit, which is kind of strange. And again, that kind of reads to the sad side of me, because I'm like, what do you mean you don't want my milk? But I think just the hormones play such a wild card in our bodies. And I think I never really expected to have this big emotional change, like, constantly. Honestly, one day I can feel like I am on top of the world, having a great time, having laughs with Harrison. And the next, I can feel like I'm the worst mum in the world. Whatever I'm doing is not right. And like I know these are just thoughts and feelings and emotions that are just like, I'm kind of having to like ride these little waves, right? Does anybody else feel like this? What have you done to kind of like tackle these things? Do you even notice them in yourself? I think for me, I have really, since having Harrison, I've really tuned into my hormones and tuned into my emotions. And maybe that was a part of my journey in having him, is like learning lots about myself and understanding that I do have these changes through my cycles. I do have these changes when I'm sleep deprived. I do have these changes when, like when there's certain things going on. And my hormones are then like, they're just raging and going all over the place. So, but it's made me very, very aware of my then reactions to things. And I'm constantly like kind of reining that in, or trying to kind of not change things, but just be really aware. And I feel like it's really helped me become more present with my hormones and I guess my body as a whole, which I never really felt before. And it's quite empowering actually, understanding your own emotions and like where they're coming from and where they're sitting and what's kind of driving them as well. Like I said, I really didn't pay too much attention to it before. Obviously, I had my cycle and that was kind of it. But I think having a baby, it really does like the insides of our bodies just completely change. All of our levels change. Our body is doing so many crazy things that it never used to do. And I guess like I'll take breastfeeding as an example for that. My body wasn't doing that before. While being pregnant, wasn't housing another human, wasn't growing a human and another organ as well, the placenta. Like, our bodies go through these amazing transformations and the huge, huge changes. But some things I just didn't really expect to feel or to notice. And I actually have. And I'm really proud of myself for kind of honing into those things and understanding not only myself, but my behaviors a little bit more. Maybe my healing leading up to having Harrison really helped too. But I'd be really curious to know, what has your pregnancy and having children led to? Did you notice all of your hormones and those changes beforehand? Do you notice them more now? Have they changed a lot? Does it make you feel differently? Like I'm really curious to know that. Yeah, what is it? Am I the only one that's kind of had this like hormone awakening to those different the feelings inside and then like those changes, the fluctuations? Because there are such massive changes, and I never really expected to have them. Having Harrison, it was not something that was on my tick off list, but it's definitely there. So yeah, hit me up in the comments. I would love to know if having children has has awakened anything in your hormones. Did you find like your body, your hormones, your emotions, everything, did they settle straight back down? Did it take a long time? I've heard like it can take years for our hormones to settle back down. And I guess then if you have more children, they may raise back up again. And obviously because your body's then going through this crazy, like massive cycle again. But has it made you aware of anything? Yeah, I'd be keen to know. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you are loving this content as much as I'm loving sharing it, please do hit the subscribe. I'd be truly, truly grateful. Thank you so much. And until next time.